season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of the team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 106 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Now ETN to start the drive. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 21 carries, 75 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Flyers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just two plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Straight ahead, Etienne. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground. ETN. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Black Knights have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 2nd and 4. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Salt Lake City with the football here to begin quarter 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bullet. I've got to.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the defense. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They go play action here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year. But you think this game, their toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And he loses the football a second time. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Second time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times, I think, they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only... And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. 2nd and 9 now. And his throw is going to be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Complete to Jamar Chase.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
A throw right side taken in by the tight end, Gray. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A 7-yard gain. And the Salt Lake City.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
They'll take over 1st and
A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
And ball security has been a big issue. You see the numbers there. He's fumbled twice already.
And whenever we talk about ball security, it's not simply how you're holding the ball when you run it. It's all the other things that you do. Is it in the proper arm, meaning the sideline is protecting you? Are you dipping a shoulder to protect the ball as well? And obviously the 4 points of pressure to make sure it's tucked firmly against your body so people can't pop it out.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Hayes. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now back to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hayes. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown.
George Pickens.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Black Knights have regained the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught. Touchdown.
George Pickens
with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Black Knights will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
To number 29.
Looking to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Kobe Bryant on the coverage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We'll skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Back to throw here.
Finds Pickens outright.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A throw over the middle, taken in. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll look to throw again. He finds Pickens over the middle. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Second and 5. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll look to throw here on first down.
They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Second and 3. At the 19-yard line. And his throw is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll run with ETN.
He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Williams on the stop. It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. London about set to take over on offense.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Draw play, ETN.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, here's ETN.
And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back live here now in Salt Lake City. The offense on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Dance in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll set up a throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Hayes. Touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Black Knights add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Isaiah Simmons.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
2nd down and inches. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's good for a Salt Lake City 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
It's a gain of 4.
They'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw.
40-yard line.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's another Salt Lake City first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw again. And it's caught.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Back to throw here. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. The try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Knights 41. Warriors 20.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
On second down, ETN once more.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Another tote for ETN. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.